first poem is about the final throes of a relationship, and it's called Getaway. Barcelona again, the same 5-star hotel shaped like a ship's sail, because money spent made effort made. Back then, she had padded around their suite in newlywed underwear she couldn't afford. They had looked at some stars, took champagne naps, wrote their names in a heart in the sand. This time, over tapas, he asks her why she always ate so fucking slowly. She spears the last pimiento without permission, wondering, who will ever want me now? She tries to redirect him, asking, how nice is the lemon soap in the bathroom? But he announces he is tired and will go to bed. She stays in the bar, drinks 3 passion fruit margaritas fast, and staggers through the corridors to their room into the bathroom just in time to vomit a golden pool punctuated by black passion fruit seeds. After a day on electric scooters, which he rides with an angry, admirable precision, and which make her feel seasick and sad, they sleep together. It is quick, dry, obstinate, with no eye contact. And she wonders whether she should get a lawyer. She would ever come again. She could buy some of that soap from the hotel gift shop. Okay, so when I was younger, I had a bedroom adjacent to my brother's, but because the doors seemed quite a long way away from each other, age 6, I thought that was enough space to create a long secret passageway between the rooms. And this is a poem inspired by that memory and is called My Big Brother. There's one thing that bothers me about our new apartment, which is when the upstairs neighbour goes to relieve himself at night, there's a huge crack, ka-chunk, then whoosh of water gushing through the pipes past my head, and it wakes me up every time, though Koji sleeps through it as if it's a watery lullaby, telling me every morning, you'll get used to it, baby, just like I got used to those naughty bells in the Jordan, which I did. But for now, I jam in earplugs before bed in angry anticipation, small blue sticky ones designed for kids' swimming lessons, mutilating the cheerful penguin motif by ramming and twisting them in. But this guy still wakes me up, and it makes me think of my big brother back when he was small and so was I, his bedroom next to mine behind paper-thin walls. And for someone so scrawny, he was so flippin' loud at night, crashing around like an elephant moving furniture with this almighty sh-thwack, or scream waking himself up with nightmares of cogs turning. Yeah, they wake me too. Or wheezing so bad Mum has to rush to his room to pedal beat pulsed air into his lungs. And the other side of the wall, I feel this scarlet rage rising, you know, the kind that wakes you up more than the original noise. So begin to concoct my genius plan. I'm going to ask Dad to build a corridor between our rooms. It'll be long, wide, full of space, and 50% of it will belong to me. I'll decorate it with paper chains, the proper shiny stuff with sticky ends, not that old washed-out coloured paper snapped together with a stapler. And maybe on the days we do like each other, me and my big brother could meet halfway down this corridor to talk a bit or play. And on other days we'd have phones, those ones with the curly wires that your finger gets to ride around and ride around again in. And we could tell each other certain small things, and I wouldn't have to see him red raw again after getting pummeled at school, or see how others look at him, or watch him drop another ball. And while he's at it, maybe Dad can dig downwards from my bedroom into the space below, make me my own maze of tunnels with pink dressing tables and an armchair without any dent in it from other people's bottoms. I'll invite just Mum, and she'll paint all my fingernails with polish, not just the thumbnail she sometimes paints when I can't sleep. And then elbows won't start in-car wars, and Chinese burns can stay in China. And the years won't stack like cereal box barricades, and the North Sea won't become our own chilly black corridor, and the silence won't get stuffed with all the things we couldn't say. So that maybe sometimes I could creep into that long passageway between our bedrooms, stopping just at the edge of my halfway, and loud whisper into the empty, "Hey bro, are you there? Do you still have time to play?" And this final poem was written after a recent trip to Japan and is called Elegy in August. In your childhood park in Yokohama, in August's lazy, loaded air, you tell me above the strident refrain that cicadas live for 3 years before rising to meet the rest of us for just a week or two to mate and then to die. We crunch dead shells underfoot, forefathers of our current overchorus, trampling their recently resounding wings gently back to soil. And I wonder whether the owners of these wings ever worried that they were not as beautiful as all the rest, or fretted over things they should have sung but never did, or feared that they would never shake their subversive, self-made shells. Or if they too bowed twice at the temple, appealing to a disguised deity for another way to live, made themselves sick with rice rolls, prune pickles, and soft shark bones, or sensed their days slipping away one by one, singing "Chotomate, wait a little bit," to the wasted ones, like mothers calling to their children at the side of the road. Maybe they'd felt annoyed to be constantly confused with locusts, judged in error for a biblical plague that wasn't theirs, screaming faster now for a mate to come quickly to help make the ache go away. Or maybe, some days when the green dropped to gold, they might have stopped for a single gulp of air and thought that actually they were pretty okay, trembling just for a second in the dappled sway.